Come here. I ain't on that type of shit. When I was a chick, in the licks, riding spat for real. You was a kid, you was a bitch, going to clap for real. Ain't gotta pretend. No. Look.
On wedding season. But going through my videos and researching, we actually doing a celebration, and I didn't mean for y'all to be on for this one, but it just so happened y'all aren't. So
you didn't mean for us to be on?
No, I had something else planned.
He didn't want us on.
No. Y'all was supposed to be. So how the videos was set up, one of our videos podcast didn't go through because we had somebody from Louisiana, and that's when they had that big tornado.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody had power. So Perk, Quita, the guests, literally they couldn't get on because they had no power. And it was just me on by myself. So I was like, nah, that y'all was supposed to be after this video, how it was supposed to set up. But first thing first, we want to welcome everybody back to the CAFEPODCAST, season 3, our 3rd season going on. And we got our WhatABurger family back in with us. But how it's going down this video, we actually celebrating. First thing first, we're finna do a lot of celebrations. So let me get this first. I'm gonna start with Stephanie. First of all, I'm so fucking proud of you, what you're doing with your business. Because you've been booming out emails so much that I had to delete them, like I get from Hibbit and Foot Locker and Amazon. So I know you're on your A game when you're getting buku emails. So I'm so fucking proud of you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I did let up like this last week. I did let up. So
well, one of them I gotta use because my sister's birthday coming up, so I gotta get her something else. Cause that I think I bought like a black dress or something. She like it and she want another one. So
that's the Missy E dress.
Oh, well, oh my goodness, she wearing the Missy E dress.
Yeah, that was the Missy E dress. Let me know if you're looking for something specific because you know I do that as well. So with the wardrobe consulting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just went on your website and found something and I just bought it.
Okay.
Like I told her if it's go to the website, it's something she like because I know the owner, like I'm boss and stunting. So, so I did it. So I'm so fucking proud of you sending all the emails because that let me know you really finna take this shit to the next level. Yes.
And I have swimwear. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it extended sizes.
I'm not buying swimwear for my sister. So we can go ahead.
Oh well.
Yeah, you can. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna do some more celebration at the end and the after party. But then, Mama, so proud of you. For people don't know, Mama got her radio show, the Soul platform. She also has the. I think it's not the Soul. It's just the Soul platform that's overseas in. I think it's Italy in the UK. But she had the #1 radio show here, so I'm so fucking proud of you too, Mama.
I do well. I mean,
no, you don't. You do good as hell, Mama. So
I'm gonna say I do have a lot of listeners.
So I'm really so freaking proud of both of y'all. But on top of that, we got my WhatABurger family on, and y'all gonna help us celebrate our 50th episode.
Wow. Okay. So where's Paige? Paige didn't. This is the one. Paige not gonna do that. Okay. Sorry.
No, I think when she didn't make the cut, we kind of ran off and left her.
Well, I'm gonna get her on. We just gotta find a topic.
It's gotta be a mild topic for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like Christmas because that was.
She definitely wouldn't have did Christmas.
No. And then on top of that, in our season 2, y'all was the most viewed video on our YouTube page. So that's another celebration. Okay. Y'all would have been, technically y'all won, but we had the anniversary podcast, which kind of the numbers double on that one.
That's awesome.
That's okay. That's no worries.
So that's why I got my cigar, and I thought about it. I'm just going to help celebrate because I really didn't plan. Like, not saying that y'all weren't a good guest, but I really had something else with me, Quita, and Pray to celebrate 50. But since y'all here, we're going to have a good time today.
Well, we'll celebrate.
Yeah, we'll celebrate.
As we let Quita in right now.
Hey, Quita.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, sister.
Oh wait, I didn't know we had cigars on here today. What's up?
He the only one smoking a cigar.
She got her glass of wine.
Well,
I got water.
Yeah, well, Quita, I did have something else planned, but as I was doing the research before we got on, as I told Mama and Stephanie, you might not know this, but this is our 50th episode.
Wow. Okay. Yes.
You looking all cute.
So he really up here cheap and hard. Thank you. Y'all are beautiful as well, as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had something else planned, but I'm looking like it's our 50th episode. Like, and then we got them on. So, I mean, we're going to get a little bit into this, but we really going to celebrate because Stephanie, she got a business booming. And Mama, if you didn't know, had the #1 radio show.
Oh, snap. Congratulations, you guys. Y'all
a lot going on.
So it's a lot
going on. Y'all cutting up 50 episodes. The 50th.
50th,
yeah.
And then on top of that, Quita, if you didn't know, in season 2, Dave's video was the most viewed.
Oh, wow.
So it's really turned in. It really, like this episode really turned.
That's God right there. That's God.
Because
I was just thinking about what we were talking about on that episode.
We were talking about a lot of things.
Everything.
We were, I think we all enjoyed that. We talked about a lot.
So I had something planned, but we're gonna get into it because I want to get into it. But I got some. But before we get started into that, Mama,
yes.
I saw the message. So I know it's something Black people don't talk about, but it got to be something to be talked about.
We're going to start with that.
Yes, because the man had so many. Listen, I could play all his songs. I know maybe like 10 of them word for word, but
they all talked about love, and I think what I liked, and so what he's talking about, there was an episode that he was doing and they were talking about Luther. And so I think that Luther Vandross, what I liked about him is that although he may have been homosexual, it was never anything that tied him to being homosexual.
Okay.
He may have been, but the only one that outed him was Patti LaBelle, and she was wrong for that.
True.
Patti LaBelle outed him.
So what did she say? I need to know.
He was on what is it? What's the show? The guy who does the Housewives of Atlanta, all the Housewives series.
Yeah.
He was on his show, and so
Andy.
it came up. Yeah, Andy.
Oh, Andy Cohen.
Yeah, and she mentioned that he was gay. Yes, he was. So people were upset with her about that because regardless of what went on, there had never been any articles written about him being gay. You never saw him with anyone. He would pack out a stadium. Now, you knew if you were going to go see him, get ready. I don't care how pretty you were dressed. Before you left, you was going to sweat everything out because he turned the air off in the venue.
What?
I know.
Yeah, it was a known fact.
Aretha Franklin did that too.
Yeah, when he did a performance, no air because it messed up his throat.
Yeah,
you're right. The vocals, I completely understand.
So being that she said that, who is she to say that that's accurate? Like I still don't hold that as truth.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I think that there are situations like when you are privy to different things, like with me being going to different venues or knowing different people and knowing different backstories. Like I would be privy to stuff that you guys would not be privy to. But it's not my place to tell people.
I don't care. It only came from one person. She is not a valid source. I don't care.
I wouldn't say she was. I think that it is always assumed that he was, but there was nothing that tied him to that.
Okay,
Exactly.
so this is where I come in. So, the first thing is, if you look at maybe not Michael Jackson, but if you look at the superstars of that era, all the men, I mean, they had something going on.
But is it because, and this was a conversation that came up, and I said, well, yeah, maybe he was right. So
Barry White, come on now.
I never thought Barry, but this is the thing. So for Black men, we have to remember, if they were bringing in white women in order for them to appear non-threatening, how? Because that's what they said Little Richard did. He actually was not feminine, but he played feminine. So he said, think about it. If all these people knew that I like women, they would be lynching me up, because his fan base was white women.
Right.
So did they do that to appear non-threatening?
Okay.
Wow.
That's a valid point.
It is a valid point.
That's
Second
tough.
point.
That's survival. I mean, that's survival. I'm going to play
true.
this role so that I could get what I need, because with all the venues he was playing and all the white women that was up there, Chuck Berry and all of them, think about where they would be.
True, and that's a good point, because if he, let's just say he, for kicks and giggles, everybody knew he was gay. You couldn't tell, and on top of that, nobody really cared.
No.
No, with Luther Vandross, we didn't. I don't think we did.
My mama cried when he passed away. She didn't cry for Whitney.
Yeah.
So this brings me to my second point. Just so happened, I'm in the gym. I work out. It's a guy who go to my gym. Mama, you might know him. I got to show you a picture of him, because he works security. He's been working security since the 70s. And he got hired to do a show with Luther in Savannah. Now, remember, this guy. He's the only person I ever heard this story from. So they check into the room in Savannah. He's carrying his bags up to the room, and he asks the what's the people who what you call them people that do all that? The bellboy. He said, yeah, bellboy. He asked, excuse me, sir. Do I got cable in my room? He was like, yes, sir. He was like, woo, child, thank God. I got to watch Days of My Lives. That's the story that I got.
That he said from Luther?
That he heard from Luther. See, he didn't know either, but because he was like, when he met Luther, he was straight up. He was like, ooh, you strong, and like put his hand on his arm and all that, but he's kind of a big guy. So you said, but when he did, ooh, child, I gotta watch Days of My Life. He said, yeah, Luther gay. He said he didn't care.
But he still probably did not see him with anybody.
Yeah, so I mean, but those are two stories I heard. But I mean, no kids.
But I'm gonna tell you, I know a couple of guys who are 50 years old and don't have kids.
We talking about Luther though, Mama.
But think about it. There's a lot of celebrities who don't have kids.
Once again, we talking about Luther, Mama.
I understand. I understand.
But that could be the thing too, because a lot of times you have so many women coming at you that you on the side of precaution. You are very cautious of what and who you move with. So, and then you got to think about how much they go through. He's tired. We don't know think about his home life, what he went through.
He was
as a
obese
child growing up.
Well, and you talked about it, but again, he big Luther, little Luther.
He was going through a lot.
Yeah.
He was a lot of insecurities. Like, we see this exterior, but we don't know what's going on internally.
But when his career first started, when he first had, and my favorite song is Never Too Much. That is the first one. I believe I was 13 when that song came out. I played that song so much I would sit down. I grew up in New York, so WBLS. Now I'm really dating y'all now. 13 years old, I would sit at my window, and the way they had it set up, it was like there was the air conditioner box was down here, and then the heater ran across the floor. I would sit on my bed at the window with my radio right here on that air conditioner box, because we didn't have an air conditioner in our room, air conditioner box. And I'd be sitting there listening for the radio until that song came on. I would listen. I was like, I love this song. I love this song. I love that song so much. 13, but when he came out, he was heavy.
He was.
Yeah.
He was heavy. But then you have to remember that when they looked at, even though they looked at celebrities, and sometimes they would kind of mask them with someone else. Mm-hmm. Like it would be somebody singing behind that, but if they had a person who was singing, you really didn't know what they looked like, or the album cover looked one kind of way, and then when you get to the show, you see they look something different.
Right.
So, yeah, that did. Well, Mama commented on it when we talked about it last week, because we did talk about. I'm going to ask you about the famous slap about Tony Rock, because he went for people. He the one also. Talk more about Luther, but I think everybody kind of, but I mean, Mama gave some great points, so we're gonna leave it at that. Mm-hmm. So, ladies, the slap.
I'm gonna let y'all start.
Lord, I'm gonna start, and then y'all can just pick it up from there. So, my opinion is, I think it was a weak, to me, it was a weak moment in Will Smith's life, but you got to think about what all that went on, where people was clowning him about the entanglement and then all this other stuff. I think it was just built up pressure, and even though he laughed and then he looked at Jada, I think, what's the saying, Quita, the straw on the camel back or something?
The straw
broke the camel's back.
Yeah, I think he was like, you know what, I got to do something. And he went up and did it. I just hate the fact it was Chris Rock, and on top of that, it was the Oscars, and on top of that, if you've seen the movie King Richard, y'all seen it? Yes,
King Richard, he got his butt whooped.
Right,
all the time.
It was a very good movie.
It was a good movie. He played a stubborn man.
Yes, and you could see how he was protective, and also I cried a lot during that movie, because you kind of felt him as a father trying to protect him, and I think King Richard was still in him in that moment.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think I talked to you about it, Missy. For me, I think everything that you said, it was a build-up from everything that was going on. We know that they're having so many issues within their relationship, and I definitely do think he laughed. And it was at that moment when she looked at him, that's when I think that changed his whole mindset. Because for me, I've been in certain situations, and so I feel like she was probably like, "Oh, you laughing? Oh, you want to laugh at me now? Oh, you know what we talking about? Oh, it's funny. I got something for you when we get home." In so many words, I felt like that look that said 1,000 words, which
every black man in America know what that look meant.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh shit, I better go do that.
Gotta handle it. Gotta handle it."
Like she should have, knowing the tone that she set and the influence that she had on him. I do feel like she could have stopped it. She could have said, "Hey, Will, chill." She could have at least tried to get up to the stage and say, "Baby," even when he came and sat down, she did not console him. She did not say, "Chill out. He's still yelling and screaming." She never once said anything. At that point, I felt like she had done what she needed to do. She wanted him to profess his love, show his love for her, whatever the case she was thinking. And she was done. She didn't even console him as a wife should have. So I'm over it, honestly. It's unfortunate. I do think that America needs to realize that he's not perfect. And we have those moments of where we're vulnerable, and that happened to him. So for you to strip a lot of his contracts away, for you to strip his Oscars away, like everything that
they did strip the Oscar?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're
He
telling him
can't
they
even
got to give
return, I
him
think, for 12 years.
10 years.
10.
10 years. So he's done so much in the community. And for him to make
stopped
one
the
mistake.
what is it, the Bad Boys 4?
Oh, they can chill out with that. They need to make that. Like I said, listen, they can do what they want to do with Will, but we ain't canceling none of his moves except for Wild Wild West. They can take that.
No,
I love Wild Wild West.
What? I like the song and the dance moves. Okay.
Keep the song, keep the dance move, but the movie.
Deuces.
It was
funny. With Netflix. That's been cut. There's so many deals he had.
They've cut a lot of deals with him. So yeah. And I think it was a point where once he started, it was hard for him to turn back. I think that, she has emasculated him as a man. I mean, because it's like, you think about it and everybody's digging up stuff. They just dug up the video where Jada and Tupac were dancing to his song. That's wrong. They've dug up that letter by Willow that Willow, said, can you please, I know you're not here with us anymore, but can you please come back because my mommy and I would be happier. Now, remember, when Tupac died, that baby wasn't even thought of.
No.
So how would that baby know this if that's not the conversation? We got to remember, we say things in front of kids that we probably shouldn't say in front of them. And so whatever was said to her, for her to write a letter like I'm writing Santa, that's an issue. Then you got this where this man has to sit in front of people and see where his wife was saying, I was sleeping with somebody else. I don't care for any relationship. When we talk about infidelity, that's something that's sore. That's tender. Why he sat in front of the world and his peers and had this conversation where his wife was saying, I slept with my children's friend. Somebody who we were taking care of. We brought him into the home. And I look at her as a predator, because instead of her helping him, that vulnerable young man that she had in her home, she had relations with him. So she took advantage of a youngin'.
I don't know if she took advantage, but she helped herself though.
She helped herself to some portions.
Okay.
And I think she's definitely taking advantage of Will in some moments. Yeah. I think that's why he is where he is today in regards to his relationship with her.
I gotta prove my love. I gotta keep proving my
every night. I gotta prove my love.
I told you that's what it is. I gotta prove my love. I gotta fight. Like, girl, come on here and stop. And then there was something surfaced where she said she never wanted to be married to him. Yes. I don't know.
Apparently he wrote that in his book that she did not want to marry him. So here it is. He keeps trying to. Yeah, but he said that divorce was not an option for them. And then another incident pulled up. I mean, where she's videotaping him, and he said, "Don't videotape me without my permission."
Mm-hmm.
And so these things are coming up, and I'm gonna say, when you're married, I'm divorced, so there are things. It's like, I don't want everybody to know what's going on in my house. I don't want everybody to know me and my husband ain't getting along, that we sleeping in separate beds, that when he come in and we start cussing and fussing as soon as he walk in the door. Mm-hmm. That ain't what you want everybody to know.
Right.
Quita?
Okay, so I don't think he's wrong for defending her, even though it was kind of late. I don't think he's wrong for defending her. He loves her. I think Florida made the comment last week that she might have settled for him, which that's what it sounds like it is, because she takes him for advantage, but he absolutely loves her, because why would you sit at the round table to discuss her infidelity? And you're the only one at the table crying.
Right.
he loves her and he keeps showing her that he loves her.
So
and he's a Libra, so put that, one
It
thing
needs
about
to go beyond the red table. It needs to go to like that. I don't know if they're in counseling, but they
had counseling. They
need
had somebody
counseling.
that's working
Sometimes
with
you
them.
got to cut your losses. I honestly feel
Yeah.
like I know divorce is not an option, but maybe it is, because when you're losing yourself,
Mental, yep.
so to the point that you're at your lowest of the low, that you go and you hit your friend in public. Like I do feel like he should have defended her. I don't think that's wrong, but for you to go and put your hands on somebody,
I think it was the way
it was the way that it was handled. And at that point, we talk about when we have de-escalation, when we're dealing with, your patients, and we're dealing with students who are going through a behavior. He definitely was at a 10, and it's hard to get him back down to a 0 or a 1.
But I think it's a little different, because he walked up to him. He said something about his wife, and he got on the stage and walked up to him. So I'm telling you, it was the look. It was that look that triggered it all. That was his trigger. It was her looking at him like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. You know how we are, like, oh, are you still laughing?
Stephanie.
Yes.
We're gonna spend about 5 more minutes because I want to be done with this. But Alpha Beta, who is Will Beta to Jada?
Yeah, she's the alpha. She's the alpha male.
She's alpha.
She's an alpha male.
So going back to it.
She wearing the pants.
For real.
This is my opinion looking at it, because I see Will and I see what he's doing. My opinion is, my man, you're doing everything in your power to please this woman, and it's not adding up. My suggestion, and I think this is what's going to happen, he's going to divorce her by the end of the year, because it comes to a certain point where it's just like enough is enough. People talk about Sierra and Russell Wilson, but I think people don't miss the point.
Them folk they working on this stuff.
No. This is what I'm saying. Sierra was with somebody like her future. That ain't Sierra. She needed if you want to call him corny, she needed a corny guy because it brings the best out of her. Will don't need Jada. Nothing good is coming out of this.
So a good point
relationship
was,
other than their children. Like, I feel like that's been their best.
So when you say that about Russell Wilson, the interesting thing is that when Russell Wilson talks about how he got Sierra, he says that it was his wallet.
Right, something coin, not money, not the house.
His wallet was old. He said his wallet was old. He was sitting there next to Sierra, and the wallet was on the counter, and she said something about, what is that? And he said, oh, that's my wallet. She said, you got all this money and you got that old wallet? He says something about, just like that wallet has been with me. It's sturdy. And something about being traditional. He said, I am just like that wallet with you. If you get with me, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get stability.
Right, Russell.
And I was like,
you better slide on these there. I know that's right.
Something different.
When he said that, you can't knock that. You can't knock that. Something
different. It wasn't the money. It wasn't the fame. Like, oh, look at this. I could buy you all the Chanels and the Louis and all that. A wallet. Will right now is future. Well, no, Jada is future. Will is Sierra.
I think Jada is very toxic.
And I think Jada is separating herself from Will right now, because she's still going out to the events and supporting people, but she is now coming out and saying different things against what Will did. And I think again, that's a divide. You shouldn't divide. That is your husband. He did that for you. So now this man look like a fool because of you.
And on top of that,
now you're gonna split.
Yeah, and on top of that, you gotta look outside of Set It Off. What has Jada done that's like
Woo, and even on the set
Low
of
down,
Woo.
dirty shame.
who?
Oh, that's right.
Low down, dirty shame. And I think that she brought that that character to the Oscars that night.
No. She brought Woo to the Oscars that night. She brought
Yeah,
Woo.
Woo was the toxic
No,
one.
Woo was
Woo
terrible.
was
Take
toxic.
that back. No.
Woo was toxic.
So that you had to get that out the way. So that was really enlightening. But my opinion, he's going to divorce her.
Mm.
So going in,
because he'll set himself free.
yes, and there's so many more beautiful women out there. Regina Hall just sitting right there.
No one's gonna want him though. He's stained.
No, he's not. He's not.
Somebody gonna want him. They're not
He
gonna be
needs to
Jada,
heal
but
first. He doesn't need to walk. There's probably some woman that wants him, but right now,
And going
he
back
needs
to
to heal.
It's
going
gonna
back,
have to be somebody.
going
It's gonna
back,
have to be somebody who is not in the industry.
going back to Sierra and Russell. Russell killed Sierra.
Yeah, you're right.
So
because when she got with Russell, it changed her career completely. Now she doing Oscar gigs and red carpet gigs. She just changed completely.
You think Oprah, Tyler Perry, all these people invite Sierra to some stuff with Future? I think not.
No. Oh, now with Russell, oh, she doing everything.
She been wearing more skimpier stuff with Russell than she was with Future.
Mm.
Come on now. Hey.
But I think now she's securing herself, and like you said, I think that's what it's going to take for Will. He needs to be secure. He is very vulnerable. I think right now he's very, like you said, she has emasculated him. He's very weak right now. Yes, he's still able to get out there because he's acting. He's one of the greatest actors of our times that we've grown up with. It. I think a lot of it is this persona that he's put on for us. But at the end of the day, he probably balling up in the corner crying.
Oh, we know that. That's
degrees of separation.
But right now,
think about
who's going to pick him up
somewhere?
Who is going to pick him up?
There's a woman out there.
No,
I was talking about acting. I'm talking about acting.
Your daughter wasn't.
His career.
Your daughter wasn't. Your daughter wasn't. So, season 3 Cal Podcast, celebrating our 50th episode with our WhatABurger Family. Let's get to the topic that I really had planned. So, it is getting around to be wedding season.
Mm-hmm.
And moving on, I got to ask you ladies, because Mama was married, Stephanie and Quita are. What is the first thing that need to be taken care of when you're planning your wedding?
Oh, I think the first thing is you need to probably gather your support system first and foremost.
That's new. Write that down.
Yeah, gather your support system because it is definitely going to be a journey. Even though it could be a 6 months to a year journey, you need to make sure you have your support system. You need to have your girls that's going to say, are you sure you want to do this? Because I'll be honest, I think I've been transparent with it before. I was engaged to be married prior to marrying my husband. I was 2 months out from the wedding, had my wedding gown, the venue, everything was done, but I didn't go through with it. And so even still then, I didn't listen to my support system, but I'll say this. When I decided to call that wedding off, they were there for me. And they made sure to let me know, we still love you regardless of the situation. They had their bridesmaid gowns, everything, but your support system, because they're going to be the ones to help possibly walk you off that ledge or walk you along the way down the aisle. So start there first for me. That's my suggestion.
I'm gonna say make sure that you and your spouse are on the same page. Usually what you date as a boyfriend is what you're gonna get as a husband. So start there.
Spouse, same page. Mama?
Ooh, Jesus. Okay. So I would agree that you and your soon to be spouse need to be on the same page, because you're going to have those conversations. And I think a lot of us get caught up in the love affair of getting married, but we're not really in a love affair with that person. Because there's different things that you don't talk about. Like, what if the guy says, I really don't want to have kids, but you have in your mind that you want kids? Or what if he says, I really don't want to live here, and you want to live near your family? Or, the type of job and the career, he wants to be flashy with it, and you want to try to save for a rainy day. So there are different things. Or is sex. We got to talk about that. Sex. His views on sex are different than your views on sex. So there's just, or how to rear your children. There are just so many different things that you got to have a conversation with that person about. Because once you get married and you start seeing, and that onion is you start unlayering that onion, and you start seeing things, the ugly side of that person, then it's like, well, we never talked about this. We never talked about these things. We shunned that, so I think you do need to have a conversation, even with dating. You got to ask yourself the question, if I have a baby by him, how am I going to be 20 years from now? Because I'm going to share something. Like, for example, can I share, baby girl?
I don't know what you're referring to.
I was going to say about your daddy.
Scratch that. That's so old and played out. Girl, bye.
No. What I was going to say is that I did not talk to him.
But I think that was a different stage in your life, too. You, at that point, that was different. You were thinking with your vulva versus your brain. That was different. You were younger. You were 16. So that doesn't equate to a marriage. No,
I'm just saying, when you have children, you have to think about those things. How am I going to have a relationship with this person? Because yes, my views about rearing children are different than what they were when I was younger. Because it would be like, I want nothing to do with you, but you got to have a relationship with that person if you want your children to be stable.
And I think all that's true. But you can I think having those conversations, sometimes those conversations are had, but as you grow and you mature,
it changes.
It changes. So your views and your outlook, the woman that I was when I married my husband, I'm not that same woman. So I can't even guarantee that he would want to marry me today.
It's something consistent. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
You gonna leave it?
Well, no, I think what she's saying is that we change. You start
change over the years.
You start growing. We mature. Our outlook,
mentally, sexually, physically.
Yes.
So I want to stay there for a second. So I dealing with that, ain't you supposed to love the person that they're growing to be?
Sometimes that doesn't happen.
It's hard.
You start hating the person that
the new person. Yeah.
Exactly. Because it's not that person, because your views and your outlook, once you've been exposed to certain things or you've grown. And so my mentality of course, my mentality is not going to be the same mentality that I had at 23. My goals and my outlook is different. And we might not, our hope is that we're going down that same path, but that's not always the case. That's why we do see so many marriages end at 7-10 years, because that path that they were on, they start to shift and divert to different highways. They've gone down different paths, and it's not the same. So
but could it be that those paths are shifting because maybe the energy, because now with marriages, people are so eager not to work. I'm not going to work at the relationship. I'm not going to, it doesn't matter. And we could easily just go get a divorce. So people are quick, they don't want to put in the work.
So are weddings even necessary in 2022?
I think
I mean the wedding ceremony, not like, I do, you do. I'm talking about the whole shebang.
So I did not do, when my husband and I married, we did not do a traditional wedding. We went to the Justice of Peace, and I'm gonna tell you why. I had the baby first, and it was a transition of us potentially moving to Illinois. I was like, I ain't moving. My support system, like, girl, you better make sure everything is good. Don't be moving. Everything, you got a lot going on. Make sure you're not moving. And then he ain't trying to marry you. Then you get out there. I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, she right. We need to make sure we solidify this thing.
It's cold in Illinois.
Move. Like, I'm about to move across country. I don't have nobody out there. And so we did. We moved. He had proposed, but we had not married. So a proposal can go on. We know, we've seen those go on for 12 years. So I don't think that is necessary, because at the end of the day is, am I in love with you? Do I really want to spend the rest of my life with you initially? Not the pageantry of the wedding ceremony.
Because you can have all that pomp and circumstance, and then at the end of the day, he's sleeping with somebody else.
Right, the night before the wedding.
The night before the wedding, he went, oh girl, you know I love you. Girl, I'm just marrying her for,
We're gonna take a quick pause real quick, because I gotta turn this fan. I've been smoking, and I don't want to set off this fire alarm. So give me one second.
Where is the other cafe?
I don't know. Well, Stephanie Mama, season 3, he's been really late a lot.
He was late when we did season 2.
Oh. Well, yeah, y'all know him there. Let me turn on this ceiling fan real quick. Hold on.
Turn on your fan. I'm gonna do a popcorn break. What am I doing? Shop with Mayelle Monroe Chic Boutique, where you look and feel like the queen that you are. Visit us at www.shopmayellemonroe.com for the latest and greatest in fashion. Again, that's www.shopmayellemonroe.com.
Headline Starlight.
Little Mardi Gras parade, so I'm hungry.
I saw it was so cute.
I am not finna put out.
I'm like, even though Mardi Gras over, but y'all come on.
You're in Florida?
What?
Huh?
You're in Florida?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so if you come out here, don't act like you don't know me. Call me, girl.
I'd already been in August.
Yeah.
August. We came to Disney World. I stayed in Kissimmee.
I live
Kissimmee.
right here.
Oh yeah, and I gotta apologize too. I was in Orlando this weekend, but I had a situation going on, and I ain't want to mess that up. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, offline.
Does he know about your party?
What party? No, we'll save it for the after party. Well, you trying to promote it?
Hell no.
Okay, we'll save it for the after party. Save it for the after party as we continue on. So, all right. So I asked about the wedding, and
pronounce that one more time for me, Florida.
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
And I heard
we be saying Kissimmee.
I'm like, it's not Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee.
It's Kissimmee. Like Florida language is different from everybody else. It's spelled with a K-I-S, but it's K.
Okay. Kissimmee. Okay.
Like people say DeVille is Duval, but it should be like Mountain Dew. So it's just Florida. I mean,
DeVille?
Little Duval, baby.
It's Duval.
Okay.
So it's
that's down there where the 69 boys are.
You know it. Matter of fact, they stay 4 blocks from my grandma's house.
Do they?
No, they used to stay where they grew up.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't stay far from that. I
think they still live that way.
They do, but they live in a better side.
Oh yeah, they got money now.
Yeah, like they still getting royalty checks from the 90s.
I would say that they are one of the smartest entertainers from that era, because those guys probably work 52 weeks out of the year. Every week they working, and they still do, like, when they do the cheer competition, their song Tootsie Roll is in the competition every year.
God damn. It's one of like Jacksonville didn't appreciate them the way they should have been appreciated. Most rappers from most city get love. The 69 boys, like, they don't. If you're not in my age bracket or above, you know them. Anybody below us, they don't know who the 69 boys is. They have
and it's on every
Cotton Candy, Sweet Roll, Tootsie Roll, the Butterfly.
Yes.
The Butterfly. They don't know that that's a Duval song.
Reunion, every wedding.
Raise the Roof. They had something to do with that.
Yes.
But they don't get appreciated with it. And I bet he eating noodles. I bet he eating noodles.
He better not. He eating cereal. What you got, Perk? Let's see.
Because he's slurping real hard.
Hey, Perk.
That wasn't me.
Right.
You know what? That might have actually been me. I was sipping on my cocoa. I was going between.
That's him.
Okay, look, I was like,
that's him.
She trying to be polite.
Oh yeah, whatever. That's him.
I was just helping my friend out.
Perk, yes, sir. Not the little one. Big Perk, not the little one.
That was not me, and I ain't got no.
We hear the spoon hitting the bowl, my man.
That's hard.
Yes. She already said it was her home, bro. So stop telling stories.
Stephanie, I'm trying to throw this man under the bus, but Stephanie keep bailing him out.
Look, I'm done. I don't know what you're talking about. What you say?
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
My friend. So, hey, Perk, so if you didn't know, reason why I got my cigar, I forgot to tell y'all after I doing the research. This is our 50th episode. Uh-oh.
Oh, what you doing?
No, I was just like,
yeah, your Wi-Fi trash.
You dropping
your Wi-Fi trash.
Man.
Nope. We're breaking it.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi trash. Anyways, we're gonna continue on until he gets himself situated and turn on his camera.
All right.
Missy,
my friend be working.
Barrel curls over there.
You see my what?
Your barrel curls.
Okay.
You probably like barrel curls.
Okay.
Your curls.
Oh.
Your one rolls, whatever.
I have not curled.
That's her thing. It does say party doll. I had to make sure it says party doll.
Yeah. It's always gonna be party doll. It's always gonna be party doll. So going on into wedding season, we know it's really not about the groom. It's more about the bride.
It's really not about neither one of them.
Well,
which one? It's your guest wedding, but it's your marriage. You do all of that for your guests to enjoy that day.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because I really do. I love wedding season. The reason why is the reception. Man, I judge the wedding over the food. I done been to some bougie weddings where I was like, it could have been better. I done been to some ghetto weddings where the food was like slamming. So I love wedding season just to go to eat.
That's him slurping now. That's him now.
That's not me slurping.
That's him because nobody else had a cup to their mouth. That was you, dude.
I don't have no cup to my mouth.
Turn the camera on, prove it's wrong.
I can't. If I turn the camera on, I'm in the dark. I don't know why you acting like you don't know I ain't got no power.
Oh no, you ain't got no
power. Oh, I'm sorry.
So y'all had another storm this today?
Yeah, last night, today.
Global warming. This I just it's crazy.
Well, my boy, I guess this is in the dark.
His Wi-Fi isn't gonna work properly.
Shout out to you, Perk, for getting out here with no lights.
See, y'all need to take back everything y'all said about him before he logs on.
We're not gonna do that.
Take it back.
We're not gonna do it. If it had been the only reason he really lied on because it's our WhatABurger family. So if it had been somebody else, like, yeah, man, I don't think I'd be able to make it. So
Yeah, I don't see him on any other podcast. I'm just gonna say
he was on the Luther one, wasn't he?
He logged off.
I'm on the podcast, but I come on at the fourth hour.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah. But I came for the sunshine.
Well, good. Thank you.
Missy better get it.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
But no, Florida, if you ever go to a wedding at Southern Oaks Plantation in New Orleans,
Oh, that was beautiful.
you better make sure you like RSVP immediately. Like if you are invited, RSVP immediately.
So
We not having a wedding at the plantation.
It was beautiful. Her wedding was beautiful.
It was a renewal, and then I started kind of passing on because it was really nice. It really was nice. And I know that was the only negative connotation was the plantation, but we down south Louisiana,
I mean,
we still have plantation.
they got I went to a wedding probably like 2 years ago. It's right down the road in Ponte Vedra, and it was the plantation. I'm like, y'all, and then it was black people. I'm like, y'all couldn't, but I mean, the food was good.
Yes.
They probably went all out. And what I really liked, I had somebody who was attending to me.
Oh,
They was like, Miss Patrick Johnson, we're gonna be singing to you today.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? Do you need some champagne? Can I get this for you? What else do you need, ma'am?
Yeah,
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They went all out. They went all out. I was thoroughly pleased.
It was
so
nice.
if y'all had to plan your own wedding, going back to you two, Quita, would you want a big wedding or something just small? And maybe this is before COVID, everything else. How would you plan your wedding if you had the option to do it again?
Okay, so I'm gonna start. So I've been telling folk that I'm getting married. And I've been saying I ain't got no boyfriend. So not dating.
First of all, before we continue, y'all see so Missy, she ain't got no boy, she got no boyfriend because the right guy hasn't stepped up. But y'all seen Mama, y'all seen them pictures she been posting lately, and I know her DMs popping. Or if the DMs ain't popping, she probably still getting business cards with phone numbers on it. So don't let her fool.
So okay, so I'm not dating is not because there's not opportunity. It's just that you meet people and they may not be,
Yeah, thank you. Say that.
Yeah, they may not be.
Missed the whole run, like rewind that back.
Okay, so we know your mama was talking about she's going to get married and all that.
Yeah.
And I hold on, no. This is where I come in. And I was like, first of all, we seen the pictures and the outfits. I know Mama DM's popping. If it ain't popping, she probably got business cards with numbers on it. So
it's the fact that it said business card.
I ain't trying to age Mama.
We're still operating business cards. We still operate business cards.
Yeah, like all them old men don't know how to work the DMs.
Yes, they do.
They probably still doing selfies like this in the mirror.
And it's so funny because sometimes I have to tell people, no, let me show you how to do yourself.
Like send me a selfie. Okay, go in the mirror.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's funny when they pop out with a flip phone and say,
"Yeah,
can
all
I get
that."
your number? I'm like, no.
Yeah. So if she ain't got, if her DMs ain't popping, her pocketbook is thick with business cards.
Listen, I'm trying to show her how to, work that.
She don't need no help. She don't need no help. She probably got it. Go ahead.
So let me tell you what my plan was going to be, because I was like, I'm getting married December 31st. I kept telling people
no, give them the year.
Then I'll be 2022.
December 31st. We need the year as well, please. No, ma'am.
I was saying, I'm getting married. And I even went on a date with a guy and said, I'm getting married December 31st. And he laughed at me.
December 31st of 2000 and...
So I said what I was going to do is I was going to get married at the Justice of Peace, but I was going to have a big New Year's Eve party. That was going to be the wedding celebration. So that's
going to be.
That's how I was going to get
21.
It might have been 2020. I think it was 2020. We've been waiting on this
2020 or
2021
when I said I was getting married. It was 2020 when I said I was getting married.
Yes, 2020. She spent every Christmas with me. So yeah, it was 2020. We still ain't married yet. I'm still trying to marry her off. So she got some grandpa, daddy.
She gonna get somebody.
It's gonna be like an old retired football player out of nowhere. Like, damn.
That's funny. Look,
Like what? I thought he was still married. Oh, it is a football player in your DMs. Hey, 50th episode, baby. 50th episode, baby. 50th episode going down here to
style.
Yes.
He play. Oh, is he from
I
Florida?
did not say that. I just said Florida style. That is
This episode.
So he must, let me see, Florida style. So he means two things.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to lock into the Soul platform with your girl, Missy E, the Party Doll, where we play plenty of amazing music just for you. I'm on all over the world. You can check me out. And if you want to get more information, hit me up at missye.partydoll@gmail.com for more information. That is the Soul platform. Check it out.
Football for a Florida team.
Florida State.
Or he went to or he played football in Florida. And we're gonna 50th episode, season 3 Cal podcast. Go ahead, mama. You blushing.
Listen, maybe Missy.
I hear you. What?
Listen, maybe he just spoken
into existence.
Yes.
She just turned pink on us, bro.
Real pink.
And everything. I've been seeing it.
Her chest is red.
Mama.
Oh,
what?
Mama.
Your chest is red, honey.
All of this is just.
Mama.
Oh, listen, call me after, girlfriend. We need to chat.
Mama.
What's the update?
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Our invitations we will want separate, not one with the
Cal. Oh Lord!
It should be one to Florida, one to Quita, and one to Perk.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. We're gonna open. Remember, open. Remember the Mervin's commercial? So we're gonna have to wish that into existence.
So
look like something already going on.
It is. It is. She look, mama, mama really blessed. She hot. Yeah, she hot. Yeah, look at her.
She blustered.
The happy condition on 65 and she hot.
She blushing. Hey, hold on. Mama, look dead into the camera. Blink your eyes and he'll be in the same room with you.
No, nobody's here. Nobody's here with me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Blink your eyes if he lives in Georgia.
What? I'm not doing that.
Do he live in Florida?
I'm not doing that.
Why you not looking in the camera? Did y'all catch that?
I'm not doing that.
Did y'all catch that?
I'm not doing that.
In the camera when I said
I'm not
Georgia.
doing that.
But when I said Florida, she looked down. Did you catch that?
I'm not doing that.
We got Andre today.
Yes, champagne.
Are you making mimosas?
No, I don't do mimosas. We just drink champagne.
Oh, it was you that don't do the mimosas.
I don't do mimosas.
Straight champagne.
You straight champagne.
Listen, I ain't get out time, but I just got into drinking champagne.
So Stephanie, I'm gonna say he not missing out on mimosas by drinking champagne.
I'm not.
No, because he's still drinking champagne technically. So would be
more but it's a better way to drink champagne than mimosas.
We'll talk about it in the after party.
Yeah.
Like that right there,
Champagne Chronicles.
Yeah, that right there, Miss Graham can't come nowhere near that.
Oh, she wouldn't. I don't think she
no,
would.
but
it's a lot. No, ma'am. I have to protect her.
Yes. But Mama, you really was blessed for at least for 5 minutes. I'm happy for you. You deserve it. You number one radio show.
I am not dating. I am
you
very single. I am very single.
WhatABurger did what part?
I said, let me find out WhatABurger. You done found a man at WhatABurger.
He probably was
That's a
there.
good man that she found him at WhatABurger. He know
Come
how
on
to
now. Yeah, come on now. He probably was there.
Ew.
He was like, let me get a coffee and looked over.
Hey, look, he got that.
You want a coffee too? And bought her a coffee and everything. They had a
those good
conversation.
pancakes and hash browns.
Look, he know how to sizzle. He know how to scramble it, flip it up and lay it down.
All that. Hey, look, he's a former football player, so.
Wow.
I said nothing.
Her name is Eater Party Dog.
The Party Dog.
Party Dog.
Party Dog.
Number one radio show. Let's not forget that. Soul Platform. Make sure y'all go check it out.
Yes, please.
In the UK.
UK, Italy,
Australia. Come on now. Talk your shit,
special.
Mama.
Stop your shit.
I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Maybe this wedding season about you today.
What? Wait and see. I believe in marriage. I would love to get married.
Are we planning your wedding right now? That's
y'all probably could be. I'm not planning a wedding right now, but we probably could.
But we could possibly be planning your wedding and you don't even know it because you are hopeless romantic.
I am a hopeless romantic.
She did say that last time.
Yes,
I'm a hopeless romantic. I would want. And one of the things like for me, and I guess, when you're older, because I'm over 50. So for me, when you are dating, I do have to ask certain questions.
Of course.
I want to know about your health. Because if you're a diabetic, that usually means that you have issues with your
he ain't ready for what you about to do to him. He ain't ready. Come on now.
Right. And I have a lot of energy. So, a lot of people, and I can be intimidating to guys. I can be very intimidating to guys. I don't try to be.
For all that now.
What now?
They got pills for all that now.
Shut up, Parker.
I don't know. I don't think I want him to be that way.
But you can't pick your man though either.
What you mean? I'm not trying to pick. I don't think I'm trying to do that, but I just think that, like for example, the show that I do locally, I had a guy to DM me. He listens to the show and he sent me this long message that said, "God told me that you were supposed to be my wife." Okay. So I was like, so if God told you, why he didn't tell me that you were my husband?
Hold on. See, now you finna start a topic, and you're gonna have to go to the table real quick. In the Bible, it don't say it tell you though.
Oh, okay. God knows me.
No, that ain't what we talking about.
God knows me, and God did not.
God did not say. Russell Wilson.
Let me tell you why.
Okay. We get it.
Okay, so let me tell you why. And I know, one, he was a pastor. Two, he had a lot of health issues. And I'm not even going to talk about what the third thing was.
We don't need to know. We don't
even need to know. But when he was saying all of this stuff, and I said, and God told you to tell me that we were going to be married.
You don't know, Mama. That might be your Russell Wilson.
So this is what I'm going to go with.
No.
If we going to go off, if he told you. In the Bible, it said a man's supposed to find a woman, right?
It says the man that findeth the wife findeth the good thing.
Yeah,
but anybody, you got to remember, on the platform I'm on, anybody in their daddy can hit me up and say God told them to say whatever. So God also gives you discernment.
So my question is, did he try to take you out on a date?
No.
Okay, then he ain't the one then.
Right. He didn't try to take me because I was gonna have to go
back up. So
I
you
was gonna have to go pick him up
via DM or what?
Hold on.
He was talking to me through my DM, and then he called me through Facebook. Okay. We talked because he don't have my number. He don't have my number till this day.
Okay,
we talked through Facebook. He called me. He lived in the area, but what he was saying that did not resonate with what I would even think that God would put with me.
If he wanted you, two things I would, because you know I'm in these streets. If I'm a DM somebody, I'm at least let them know, hey, listen, here's my number. If you don't feel safe giving me your number, or if I know we're in the same area, hey, what's a good restaurant you would like to go out to? And I'll meet you there, you meet me there, and go from there. The fact that he ain't did none of that.
No, I was gonna have to go get him.
Oh, now my mama, let that go. Let that go.
That's what I'm saying. So when people say those things,
but you didn't tell us. But you didn't tell us that up front.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He had a lot of.
He had a ride.
It wasn't that he didn't have a ride. He could not ride because he has a lot of ailments.
Oh, he in the bed.
So you would be his helpmate.
I would be his caregiver.
His CNA.
My bad. I messed up.
My bad. My bad. Mama gonna be like this already. All right, welcome to the sofa. Hold on for a second. Take your pill. All right, and we got Tank coming up next. Hold on. Drink water. Sip.
You gotta pull that juice out to juice that food for him.
Yeah.
He can't take his teeth out. He's correct. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's not my daddy.
Yeah, block him.
Block him, mama.
Let me ask you this, mama. What kind of man are you looking for then?
It's Florida, bro. What kind of man am I looking for?
I heard you, Lita.
The guy that I would be interested in would have to be a very intelligent guy.
Okay.
He would have to be active. He would have to.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm saying active, like energetic, not just sexually, but energetic.
Basically, you don't want you want somebody who can still be able to move. If you got to go to Italy.
Yeah, I want somebody who's gonna be,
let's go.
Somebody who can be active, not just sitting around. Because I'm not. I don't just sit around.
You don't want nobody. You don't want no old man who just sit outside on the porch, read the newspaper, and
girl, I'm not going nowhere. What?
We're trying to go to Piccadilly, get the CNC and some discount and stuff like that.
No,
I know.
That's not what I want.
I have a question, Missy.
Yes.
So what if he says, and I don't know if you and I talked about this. He says he's practicing semen retention right now.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
Semen retention.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to be celibate?
Yes, and that's what men call it now. So he's right.
Okay,
he's
so Mama, before you answer this question, I'm gonna answer this question, and then you can go ahead. If a man is over 50, is trying to hold semen,
that's a problem.
Yeah. Like after 50, if your soldiers still march after 50, I'm standing on top of the mountain screaming that.
Well, my grandfather.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, my youngest brother is 20.
Oh, your grandfather. That's who I'm trying to be like. I'm trying to be like him.
My youngest brother is 20.
Yeah. I want to be like, this is my son. He's 40. This is my daughter, 38, and this is my youngest son. He just graduated kindergarten. That's I'm trying to be like that. But go ahead, Mama. Go ahead, Mama. This is about you today. 50th episode.
What do y'all want to know?
The semen retention.
I'm just saying if he were to say that, because I know you talked about.
So this is for me. Okay. I just think that when it comes to like, for again, you can have sex with anybody. That's not my mindset at this time. My mindset is I want to be monogamous with one person. I don't want to go back and forth with, okay, I'm having sex with you today, and then on Friday I'm sexing somebody else. I just want to be with one person, and that one person is who I want to share fluids with and everything else. I just want that one person. Now, if I'm with somebody who is saying that they are not semen retention, is that's what you're saying, semen retention?
Just say you can't bust a nut. Don't want to bust
Yeah,
a nut.
it's pretty much they're sustaining.
But if he is at that state, and I mean, at the beginning, it might not be where we are intimate in that aspect. But when we get to that point where we are intimate, I don't want to hear that bull crap.
Right.
That's not what I want to hear, because then I'm going to think that you're probably impotent and you can't do anything.
And that's why when you made that comment, I was wondering, what if you had a man that approached you and everything else is going great, but he's not, sexually active.
But remember, that was one of the issues with one of the guys that I was dating. That's a huge issue, because see, some guys, what they'll do, and he was a very attractive gentleman, but men, I'm not going to say all, but some men who are like players, know they look good and everything else, they'll run women through the ringer until that one thing that they have doesn't work anymore. And then they want to come back to you for you to be that one and all and promise the world. But it's because they're like, oh, well, you're a good woman, and I want to be with you because I realize you're a good one. But you didn't realize I was a good woman when you were trying to sex Mabel, Shirley, and Chris.
Not these old ass
names.
Yeah.
we know how old they are. We know how old they are. But hold on. I need you to go back to what you said about having this person on this thing.
Oh man, I'm gonna go on mute. Hold on, let me go on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, what did you say?
I said, now I want you to go back, because you kind of went real fast over this part about you was having this person on this day and this person on that day.
No, I said that's not what I want.
She don't want anybody.
I don't want that. I didn't say that's what I did. No.
Coming out of that stage in her life.
No, I said that's not what I want in my life. No.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear me say.
Needed some clarification.
Your internet really breaking up, so you only getting half the story.
Don't do him like that, y'all. He's going through a storm in his life right now.
He'll be all right. He from Mississippi.
Florida, you okay?
I'm okay, good. Florida? I am good. It's just the names threw me off. That's all.
we know how old they are.
Yeah.
The pill took me out.
This is Shirley.
Barbara, this is Shirley.
Barbara, this is Shirley.
I gotta be the bearer. Let me stop. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh God, y'all are funny.
She was talking to Larry and Robert.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Now I love a Bernard. If I come across a Bernard,
the Bernards I know are gay.
No,
y'all are too much. Y'all are too much, bro.
The Bernard is gay.
No, don't say that. The Bernards I know are not gay.
Just stay away from anybody named Frederick.
I don't like.
Or Leroy.
All the Theodore, stay away from them. Theodore, them too. All them, stay away from them. All of them. Those
I'm still on Bernard. The
ones who got two names, like Michael John.
Yeah, they got two first old ass names.
John Henry.
Yeah. All them.
Yeah, stay away from them.
Okay.
Oh God, y'all are too funny. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. Woo, that one took me out. I ain't gonna lie, them old ass names. Whew, I don't even know where to go from here.
I know we all off topic. What happened to the marriage sequel?
It don't even matter no more. It really. really don't.
This what happened when you meet people at WhatABurger.
Truly
Right.
is. My
You
WhatABurger
can't ever
family.
stay on topic.
Never. You go from one extreme to the next.
Yeah, Lord. Oh my God. Let me get back on topic. Okay, here we go. All right. So, prenups. Should they be discussed before? Well, they should be discussed before marriage, but should they be brought up?
So wait. Did he already have money before you met him? If he already had money before you met him, then yes. But if y'all made money together, no.
I'm looking at two faces. I don't know where they're gonna go.
Because if he already had money, you don't want him to think that you're with him for his money.
But are you signing the prenup?
I would if he already had.
No, not you, not you. It's the other two faces.
I'm listening to what you're saying, and so my thing is, statistically,
what is it? What if Bernard come to you, Stephanie? Bernard come to you, Stephanie. Say, baby, I've been making money before you. I need you to sign
a no for me, Bernard. You had me at your name, baby.
My bad. Go ahead. Oh my God. So if you meet a guy and he already had money before you, he said, "Listen, I just want to make sure this is about love, not money. Will you sign the prenup, Missy?"
It depends. It really depends. Because you should know me, period. If you get to know me, it's not about what you have. If I fell in love with you, it was about the relationship that we had, not what you had. So I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know.
I think I would definitely have to get my attorneys and accountants involved, because I don't want to make any decisions that could be at detriment to me. Because what if Bernard decides that he wants to cheat on me, and he said in the clause that I get nothing? Well, wait a minute, Bernard, I done been with you for 10 years. We got 2 kids. I got this fupa over here.
Did you say fupa?
It's always fupa season. It's always fupa season. It's always fupa season.
So I definitely would want to be smart about it, because if you bring it to me, you bring it to the table, I'm going to take it to my table. Like at this point, I feel like there's some trust issues if you're worried about your money and where we're going to go with it.
Right.
So,
right.
I would have to get my attorneys involved, because what if I come to the table with a well-endowment? We're growing Mael Monroe over here. I see
Mael Monroe.
Mael Monroe just rolls off your tongue. My goal is that I'm a multimillionaire at some point by the grace of God. So,
Amen.
Bernard, we're gonna have to really sit down and discuss some things together with our attorneys.
So, what if the roles were reversed? Mael Monroe doing what he's doing. Mama Sofa Platform is in 60 cities. Are you bringing that prenup to the table? Because remember, Mary J. Blige got to pay her.
Yeah, and that's a lot to think about.
$40,000 a month. $40,000.
Yeah, and that's a lot. That's a lot. But I think also,
$40,000 a month. Mary J. Blige got to break up to that.
It goes back to what Quita and Missy said, though. You really knowing that individual. I think at our stage in life, we are able to have those conversations with our partner. And I would hope that the partner that you're with, you're not going through a journey of we on 2 separate pages.
Right.
Because we are kind of at our plateau of growing.
And I'm gonna say this about women in relationships. Now the issue is whether you want to acknowledge. But when something's not right in your relationship. That's I mean, you can't be
the intuition.
Yeah, it's something in your gut that tells you that something, because I remember with my ex-husband, I told him, you gonna leave me for a white woman.
Dang.
And he said, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because I see how you look. If you know somebody, you start paying attention to them. When they start doing different things that's out of the norm, your antennas go up and you see that. Like he started working out. He ain't never worked out. But now you working out.
Come on, Lord.
Those patterns, the shift.
They start changing because you starting to, then you want to go. We always went to the movies as a family. Now you want to go by yourself? Whenever you ever started doing that.
Okay, so let me throw some throwback at you. So, and the reason why I come to that because one of the deacons at my church, he was a heavy guy. He was with his wife is heavy. He started working out to get better for himself, and she stayed where she was at, and he's on a new journey, but she's still with the same old thing. And he was like, I want something different. Could that probably been a situation for you? Or was you already working out as well?
I've always, even though I've been thicker, I've always been one that danced and other stuff.
But I think she has, there, of course,
there's other things
to their relationship that other than the working out, it was so much more. And you got to consider, if it's okay to share, like their age gap was definitely different too. So when he married her, he was still trying to figure out who he was.
Oh, I forgot. Mama is a cougar. My bad. Mama is a cougar. Go ahead, Stephanie.
No, that was it. Like he was still going through that phase. I'm going through my journey. I don't know who I am. This woman is beautiful. I'm going to be all that I can be for her. But as he matured and he grew, his mindset changed, his wants, his needs possibly changed. That want, like, oh, she's that white woman. She do look good. Like whatever the case may have been. But to my point is he changed. He was still growing. He was a boy when he married her. So
cougar.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So back to this football player. Is he younger?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She go blushing again. She blushing again.
So we not
I don't know what you're talking about
right now, Mama.
Yeah.
Mama,
say it again, Park.
Right
yeah. Go ahead, Park.
Mama,
go ahead.
Being truthful right now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
As I lit this.
Oh, okay. I see what kind of stuff we're going through right now.
Don't worry. After party, we're being recorded. We can't let this get out. He might see this and he might start flexing. Nah, my boy, you got to still put in that work. But we'll get to the after party.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It is okay. We'll say it for the after party.
Get an invitation to the ceremony. That's all that matters. 3. I don't want to see nothing about no CAFEPODCAST. I want to see
wedding coordinator has that written and notated. Got y'all.
Thank you, Steph. One should come to Jacksonville, Florida. One should go to Bethel, Louisiana, and the other one in the disclosed location. But we'll get to him later. So now we're still in wedding season, and we do got Miss Party out and Stephanie, and they're not no slouch potatoes. They like to have fun. So what are we doing for the bachelorette party?
Ooh, baby.
Party dog got all the equipment you need.
We're going to have a little prayer meeting,
Oh, okay.
Laying hands.
We're going to lay some hands.
So
we're going to take up a little offering.
Okay now.
Because we got to have an offering.
So when we get this offering, are we going to Magic City or the Mail Review?
Well, actually, you want to know what's so funny is that for Stephanie's bachelorette weekend, I hit up a grand fam I said, Stephanie's coming. What are you going to do to help us to, bring out this weekend? It's a bachelorette weekend. And he took us to, that was my first time ever going to Magic City. We went to Magic City. We went to Frank Ski's restaurant. Then we went to a listening party with what was his name?
Oh, I love him. Rico Love.
Yes, we went to his listening party.
Shout out to Rico. Yes.
We went to and had a good time hanging out with Rico Love. And then we went to another event, and then they did some other things. I didn't go with them because I was like, oh, I need to rest.
She need to go sleep. She couldn't, all that energy, all that big energy, she telling y'all she ain't. She couldn't do it. Y'all, I think I told y'all about Magic City. We went to Magic City,
yeah.
and it was not what I expected.
They said it was the night that we went. That's what they're saying, that it was the night.
Was not. She was
like, this ain't my this ain't.
I don't like this song. I don't even like this song. Like, no, you better dance. You want this money? You better dance.
I'm a Blue Flame guy myself.
Huh?
I'm a Blue Flame.
I've been to Blue Flame. I like Blue Flame.
I haven't been to Blue Flame, but I've heard great things about Blue Flame through a family member. Like he goes on a regular.
Women. Yes,
he might as well just park his car and stay.
But they got good food though.
He posting up from the Blue Flame.
Yeah, we didn't even stay at Magic City long. Like
Blue Flame got good food. And I ain't talking about like hamburgers and chicken wings. I'm talking about like lobster bisque and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like I had macaroni and like some chicken tenders. Fabulous.
Okay.
So, and the food,
did a private event too, remember?
Yeah, we did a private. We did a couple of things. So it was really a really nice weekend. But he shout out to our gentleman George, who thinks he's her daddy.
Well, we know he ain't, because we already know how she feel about the word daddy.
Thank you.
So
he ain't my daddy.
Cal Podcast Season 3, our 50th episode. We got my WhatABurger family on, and boy, this has turned out to be something beautiful. So, we got to end it with our questions, but we updated our questions, and so they're gonna be the same one like last time. So, I think the first two I might know, but we still gotta ask you. So, the first question.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I got one question.
For sure.
Was Will Smith wrong?
Oh, you missed it.
Oh, you missed it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll go to it in the CAFEPODCAST later. Go ahead. Question.
All right. Rent or own?
I rent.
I am currently renting in the process of building.
All right now.
Gotta add that one. All right. I think I know the answer to this one, but 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneur.
I do what I want to do. No, I do have a part-time job.
I have a couple of jobs.
I do have a part-time, but mostly I do as I please.
Mama, your job is not a regular 9 to 5, so that's more like
it's not.
But so other things I do, because like I was telling Stephanie, I have an opportunity for some full-time things, but I looked at it and I said, that's going to cut into my money.
Right. You got to be smart about it.
That's going to cut into my money if I took that full-time job. And so, I mean, I love teaching, but if I took a permanent teaching job as an adjunct professor, that would like really cut my income by almost a lot.
Okay, it wouldn't, because you can control the class.
No, I would have to be at the school.
Yeah, that's gonna affect the other income that she has coming in.
So they making you be there?
No, that I hadn't. I said I was gonna go on and apply, but the way it's set up.
Because most of my stuff I do it online.
No, all of it would it's a certain time. It'll be a full-time position.
Oh.
And you have to be there. It states and you hear from this time to this time.
I just want to say it's some loopholes behind that, but we'll talk about that in the after party.
Yeah, we need to discuss that because I'm always looking for additional streams of revenue. So
after party. All right.
Yes, after party.
Financial literacy or health literacy?
I think both are important.
Got to pick one.
Oh, well, I'm gonna choose my health over finances.
Yeah, because if you're not healthy,
I'm not here, then I don't have no finances.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna need financial literacy.
All right. So this one.
When you say health, go back and explain. What are you referring to?
So financial literacy means everything from building your credit, knowing how to set up. Well, people don't use checking no more. So
right.
Building.
I do.
You still write checks
every so often.
No,
I just wrote a check 2 weeks ago.
Like an actual check where you actually put it out, flip it.
I did. I had to write a check.
And you, as you there, how much I owe you? $79.82.
I had to send a check for my son.
Yeah. And you wrote $70.82.89 on a
I
piece
wrote
of paper.
$120 to the school. Check by form of a check.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a first in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I have to, because I have kids there, that's
and sometimes the school systems
that's
the
only thing that they're going to take is a check.
Really?
For pictures. Well, now they have it set up. If you take pictures with Life Touch, if that's the name of it, you could do that online. But for certain things, I have to write a physical check and send it. That's where all my checks go to, kid stuff.
Well, if that's the case, then I know people younger than me don't know how to write checks. They don't know how to manage a checkbook. So
they don't even like banking. They don't even like banking.
Dealing with money, stuff like that. That's what I mean. And in health literacy, from everything from not just going to the gym, but even eating the right foods, knowing what your body accepts, what it rejects, like all that. Like me, like I as much as I like seafood, I can't eat shrimp. Nothing with shrimp in it. So crawfish, all that, keep it away from me, or something bad finna happen.
Okay, I was thinking you were saying like making sure you're going to the physician on a
all that too,
going to the dentist. Okay, well I'm gonna stick with my health because I'm a faithful. I'm going to the dentist. Yeah, I'm going to the doctor. Those things are. I'm not going to be my best self if that's not taken care of first and foremost. I still do my self-care. So finance would fall secondly for that because God got me when it comes to that. But I got to make sure I'm taking care of this vessel.
My mama already gave me, she gave my old man who did his prostate, she already got me connected to him when that time come up for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when we talk about health literacy, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. Breast exams, all those things.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the next question, I had to switch it because we usually say old school versus new school music, but I'm gonna switch it. So we're gonna still be old school, but are y'all 90s R&B or 80s R&B?
I'm 90s for sure. Missy?
I like both.
I do like them both. I do.
Because if I say
80s, I'm gonna say 80s. Actually, let me tell you the difference in 80s R&B. 80s R&B, when you are coming up, is going to be mixed with pop. Because remember, we didn't have BET in the 80s. You had it like in the latter part of the 80s. You had MTV. So we, even though we listened to the radio, we were tuned into MTV, watching it 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So that's why we know Bananarama. That's why we know, Tears of, what is it? Shout, Tears of Fear.
Yeah.
That's why we know that's why we know all those groups, because MTV.
Yeah, Sarah Smile, all them, Church, all that. So I had to switch up because if I ask y'all old school music versus new school music, I know y'all both can say old school.
Old school.
Exactly.
But I like old school, But the new stuff that's come, there's some new stuff that's like really, really good.
Only new school I can say we're dealing with that. I'm a big fan. I love Kim.
Who?
Kim.
No, she don't like Kim. She does not like Kim.
What? I can't stop loving. No.
What?
She does not like Kim.
That is one artist I don't.
Share my life.
No.
I think some of his stuff is good, but then it becomes
it just makes my head hurt.
Oh, we can't ride in the car together.
No, we can't ride together because I can't listen to Kim. And I'm gonna be honest. I've never really been, and I know, do not shoot the messenger. This is how my brain works. Sade.
I mean, it's happening.
Some stuff with Sade.
Kim and Sade are on the same level with me. Like they just
with you.
Well, her original stuff is good, but that latter stuff that she did, that Soldier of Love, that was garbage.
I just like,
even though it was number one, that was garbage.
Taboo is my only song I like.
Sweetest Taboo, yes.
I think everybody, that's the only Sade song most people really know.
What, Sweetest Taboo?
That's it. Quita, name another Sade song.
I can't think of one right now for that. I like Sade though.
Name another song though.
King. Hold on. Who?
No. Don't look at the phone.
She say?
Your Love Is
Who
King.
did she say? No.
No Lifeline. I love you, Queen.
No, looking in the phone. Because if I ask everybody right now to name
two of their favorite, if you ask me, I just named another one.
I'm talking about Quita.
This was my favorite. I said I like Sade. It's some songs that I like from Sade. Just like I like Anita Baker, but I couldn't name. Only Anita Baker I can name is Angel. Like, but I like Anita Baker.
Yeah, 365.
No, right. I don't. We don't know.
Fairy Tales. I remember when the story.
Mama, I got something to say. I just feel this energy. I feel, y'all, again, don't shoot the messenger. I feel like you should go on a date with WhatABurger Family. Y'all should go on a date. I should
go on a date with who?
With Florida.
Yeah. Where we going?
I think y'all should go on a date.
Where we going?
Go on a date? Or you mean just hang out?
I think y'all should go on a date.
Where we going?
Oh, wow.
I don't know where y'all going, but I definitely, I feel like
Lord help us.
I feel like you guys could possibly have some form of a connection.
We do.
He likes older women.
Beyond WhatABurger Family. I think that you guys should maybe pursue that.
Well, first of all,
Florida's not her type.
Okay.
She don't know what her type is.
Well, I do know what her type. I do. He got to be active. Can't be in the bed.
He's very active. And he likes champagne.
Come on now.
Let me champagne. I hope you like champagne too.
All right, let me finish these questions. We get to the after party.
Okay, but that's after party stuff. But I just feel like I had to say that.
Okay.
So maybe we are planning a wedding.
Looking at this.
I ain't ready to get married though.
Oh, okay.
Well, she been waiting since 2020. You can wait, baby. It's okay.
She done threw me all up under the bus.
Yeah, because messing around with me, you will be a big sister. I just want to point that out. And I mean big sisters.
That may be the only issue then. Let me backpedal.
Yeah, you'll be going to kindergarten. That's my little sister right there. That's my little brother right there. You mean your son? No, that is my little sister and that is my little brother.
It's hard for y'all to go on a date.
Your kids can be like, that's my niece and that's my nephew.
I just had to get it off my chest. Like it or not.
Yeah, okay.
I said what I said. I'm not taking it back.
I didn't reject none of it.
He didn't reject none of it.
So the next question is, since we're doing all this.
Wait. So look. Because you don't like Smooth Operator.
But you couldn't name her that song though.
No, but
I'm saying looking at these. Smooth Operator and Ordinary Love. No Ordinary Love.
I'll sing it, but it ain't my favorite. Y'all know my favorite. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be Anita Baker. It's gonna be Toni Braxton. No.
You mean the world to me.
Man, what about Lionel Richie?
Lionel Richie?
That's not her era.
No, that's light skin right there.
My bad.
That's not.
I am an 80s baby.
That's not-
Lionel is my era, but it ain't my favorite.
What you mean? You talking about Lionel Richie?
No.
What?
I'm
Come
a
on,
booty rocking it. I'm more so of a
Wow.
Oh, you
down
99.
south. I'm ready to
You
twerk
put
it
a
up
99.
and hit
You
the
put a 99
floor.
in the
99
2000.
2000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me finish these questions and we get to the after
Don't be
party.
texting me, Missy.
I'm not
Florida,
texting you.
You got the champagne in Florida?
Never leave the site. Never leave the side. All right. Next question, so we can finish this. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Do you believe?
No.
Dang.
The hopeless romantic doesn't?
No.
I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe that there might be a connection and we can explore that connection.
Okay.
But I
Okay,
don't believe I'm looking at somebody. Okay, so you want to know what? Let me take that back. There was one guy when I saw him. Oh my goodness, I was so in love with him.
Who, me?
But you didn't know if he was impotent or not. So that's
No. This was when I was in college. He was not impotent.
Oh, I wasn't
I'm
born
gonna be
yet.
quiet.
I wasn't born yet.
He was not impotent. But I saw him and oh my goodness, I was so in love with him.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's a yes for you, Missy?
He would.
That's a yes?
I'm going to say at that time when I saw him, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so in love with him. Yeah.
She's
one time.
hopeless.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So this question, it might be one of them blink your eyes questions or be quiet. But the next question, have you had more than one night stands?
Blink one time
I've
for
never.
I've never had a one night stand.
Oh wow.
God,
I'm just I don't know, like, where did I go wrong in my life? I've never had a one.
I don't think that's
either.
going wrong. I have never had a one night stand.
just met a guy.
I have to be comfortable with you to give you my vibe.
Yeah,
because I'm
sex
like
means
Missy
more.
said,
It means more to me.
Yeah,
I can't just meet somebody and be like, okay, I have to like really warm up to you and want to. And even if we're in a relationship and I hadn't seen you for a while, you can't just come up to me and be like, if we hadn't been talking or anything, you can't just come up to me and be like, I'm going to kiss you and we got to warm that back up.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be some form of a connection.
Yeah.
And and you know, your biggest organ is your brain. So I need you to tickle that brain before you could tickle anything else. That's just me in general.
All right.
That's why I said you got to stimulate me with quantum physics.
Stimulate me, baby, with some language. Communication rules the nation.
Come on, Lord.
What's going into the next question? Which one is better? We got 3: drunk sex, high sex, or sober sex?
I've never been high. I have had drunk sex.
Gotta pick one.
I've had drunk sex. They said it was good. I don't remember.
Hypothetically, I would say
what was the other
high
one?
sex.
Sober.
You're not finished. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Drunk sex, sober sex, high sex. Drunk, sober, high.
She don't remember the drunk, so I guess we're going with sober.
Sober.
For her.
We're gonna go with sober. Cause I'm a woohoo.
All right. Well, I know what I'm buying. Go ahead, Stephanie. Go ahead, Stephanie.
I would say hypothetically, probably high sex, but I've only had sober, good sex. So I don't do drunk sex. But the way, if you have had some form of the edible or something, I've heard that it does stimulate you a little differently. I heard it stimulates you a little differently. Okay. So yeah.
All right.
But I've had some good sober. Yeah. Okay. Blinking. We're blinking.
Sober sex is the bomb.
Be quiet.
Sober sex is the bomb with the right person.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Preach where your fan at, girl. Fan me.
Ooh, here where my fan at. Here it is.
Y'all are too much. So that's we're gonna start right there because the rest of the questions y'all answered it during the show. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna end it because I got some more stuff for y'all. We gotta get to the app part because y'all too gonna do a commercial for me so I can put in this video represent my Monroe and Mama for your radio shows too as well because you sent me the picture but you didn't give me the voice that I needed.
I'm sorry. Me despiace.
So Perk, Quitty, y'all got anything before we get to the after party? Or y'all just ready to get to the after party?
No, sir.
Quita?
No.
Cal Podcast Season 3, 50th episode. I really didn't have this plan. I had something else planned, but it worked out. Mama, Stephanie, once again, we appreciate y'all getting on so much. We got so much love for y'all. And if y'all need anything for us that we can help y'all promote or do, please let us know. It's either about me or the football player, but we finna find out. So y'all have a good night.
G14 classified. That's good.
DJ Star.
Hello world. HSCAT, you know how we do.
Long live DJ Star.